Hello everybody, and my name is Charmix, and I'm not, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not Charmix. Please sue me. But, like I said a little earlier in a video I made a little while ago, I was gonna do some gameplay videos. It's kind of loud for me. So, if you don't already know what this is, I'm gonna play the Stanley Parable. So, this is pretty much the thing is, it's a game, and look at that there. So basically what this is it's a game with, I think, about 20-30 different endings, and you have to do different things to get each ending, and it's supposed to be really fun. I've actually played it. I've gotten almost all of them because there are a few secret ones that you have to do really special things to get. But I'm just gonna go through a couple of them with you guys, and we can do this, so let's go. The end is never the end. Words of inspiration. Oh, we just hit 1, 2, 3 on the minute counter. 1, 2, 3, everyone. It usually doesn't take this long to load. Let's put on some waiting music. Here we go. It's loading, guys. Almost there. Almost there. Alright, it's gone.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yep, and this is the narrator. He's one of the best characters in the game
Stanley
because
worked
he's
for
cool.
a company in a big building where he
I'm
was
not going to skip through this part
employee
because
number
it's kind of
427.
vital for you to know,
Employee
just so
number 427's job
you know
was
what this
simple.
is about before I
He sat
start
at
playing.
his desk in room
So I'm just going to
427,
watch it.
and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Until one day, something crazy happened. No,
And then
it
one
wasn't really
day,
crazy.
something very peculiar
It's
happened.
just very peculiar, not
Something
crazy.
that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his
Stanley.
years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Okay.
Something was very clearly wrong.
So,
Shocked,
another thing about this
frozen
game
solid, Stanley found
is that-
himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he
can I
came to
move
his
now?
wits and regained his senses,
So
he
first
got up
thing
from
I'm-
his desk
I
and
just-
stepped out of his office.
Okay, so first thing I'm gonna say is, the more you disobey the narrator, the more, like, how do I say it? Realistic? No, not realistic, but aware he becomes, and you guys kind of like have conversations. But if you just kind of follow what he does, he's like a lot less like that, and he just kind of
All of his
talks.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
So
Stanley decided to go to the meeting
I'm gonna
room.
do the
Perhaps
first
he
thing
had
I'm gonna
simply
do
missed a
is go
memo.
through it and do exactly what the narrator says. And this game is all about
When
choices.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So let's go on the door on the left. And we come to the meeting
Yet
room.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a
Obviously.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
See,
hoping
this
he
is
might
an ending
find
I
an
might
answer
do. This
there.
one's kind of funny.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, I totally forgot to check these monitors. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Yeah, I just
kind
had
of
to do that.
anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Like yeah, I just wanted to put it in. I thought I remembered it, but it turns out I didn't. So I just had to re-put it in, and I got it right. But if you put it in before, like he starts finish, he'll get all salty.
Stanley calmly walked forward.
It's kind of funny.
Into the opened passageway.
How am I not falling? It's so weird. I'm just floating on it. It's real scary down here. Let's go down. No, I changed my mind. Okay, wait, never mind. The door's closed. We're going to... In this game, that's actually kind of funny. You can't jump. So the first time you hit the space bar to, like, jump, you get an achievement for trying to... It's called, like... Hold on. I'm going to look at it. But if I exit, will the recording stop? Okay. Bear with me.
Deeper into the building, Stanley
I'm not going to risk it, actually.
A bit peculiar. It was
hold on, I can just check right here. Let's see. Let's look at the achievements. 8888. Oh, the 881. Click on door 403 5 times. You can't jump. So the achievement is called "You Can't Jump." No, seriously, we disabled it. It's kind of funny.
Stirring of emotion in his chest.
Let's go.
As though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
I just saw a bright
this
red light.
question would not go unanswered
it's that
for
one,
long.
probably. Let's keep going. You owe me.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I just got a text from 555. Hold on. Alright, never mind. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Press the button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
See that thing like right up there?
What horrible secret did
like
this place
that
hold?
walkway?
Stanley thought
You
to
can.
himself.
There's like a way you can get up there. Can't remember what it was. But the next ending I'm gonna do is where you disobey everything the narrator says, because it gets kind of funny actually.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Oh, I can't remember my room number.
Co-workers. Lives of so many
Dang it, no, it was like,
screen, and Stanley,
4...
one of them.
Is it 4:30? It can't be 4:30 now.
Where freedom meant nothing.
I'm probably not even gonna find it anyway. Who cares? It'd probably be cool though. A lot of these screens show the same thing. 245, I think it was. 245. There's. That's the meeting room. Oh no, my weird brother's in here now.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
100%.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
I really wish I could jump.
In someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Looks like it. Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Here we go.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machine...
What happened? Oh, it's a cutscene. So she's sitting there, it's opening.
blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty.
I can see it. Look,
Was
it's
it over?
it's right there. Okay, yes.
He had won.
Pretty
He
sure.
had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's
No.
command.
gonna open it.
Freedom was mere
Jeez,
moments
it is so
away.
dark in here.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
A lot.
Where had his
Just imagine how many
gone?
Rubik's Cubes there are.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange
follow the
building
shadow.
hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand,
But to let go.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life
I
he lives,
like bit through my
it will
lip
be
and it hurts.
his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool
at
breeze
that.
upon his skin, a
Kind
feeling of liberation.
of an odd
the
place
immense
for
possibility of the new
a
path
huge
before
mind
him.
control factory, don't you
This
think?
was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley
weird.
was happy.
He was. It was amazing. Okay. That's 12 minutes just for that first ending. Okay. Let's try this again. So that was the first ending. Feels like it goes by really short, but it really doesn't. Where's Dylan? But Dylan's my brother and he's dumb. Oh, I was spawned in an alternate office. Okay. 427, that's it. Okay. Well, anyway, we're gonna jump cut.
When Stanley came
So
to
we're
a
gonna
set of
disobey
two open
everything
doors,
the
he
narrator
entered
says,
the
so we're gonna
door.
go this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
Yep.
just to admire it.
Yeah, that's totally what I want to do.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It
Truly.
had really been worth, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, nope. Nope. I close. Okay, it's not closing. Okay, whatever. Let's go inside. Go inside
Stanley
the
was so
room.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
See, like just get on
Look,
this thing.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
See, look, now he's talking to
I'm
me.
not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your
So I'm
trust
gonna
in
disobey
someone else can be
everything he
difficult,
says,
but
like,
the fact is
and
that
there
the
is a way to
story has been
disobey
about
everything,
nothing
like
but you
absolutely everything.
all this
It might be
time.
kind of tricky, but
There's someone you've
you can
been
do it.
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision
Okay,
by
so-
yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for
but her.
This
and
is
so-
it, Stanley.
This is
Your
one of the most
chance to
embarrassing
redeem
endings if you
yourself,
actually pick up
to
the
put
phone.
your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley.
It's
You
a
need to be
really
the one to do this,
like mocking
to
ending.
reach out to her. If
The
you can
narrator
truly
mocks you a lot,
place
and he's
your
really
faith
mean
in
to the whole
another,
thing. But
then
so,
pick up
like
the
I said,
phone.
so I'm not gonna pick up the phone. No, there's one way. There's one thing I can do. I can unplug the phone.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a
See?
white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yep.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible.
Oh, it
Let
is.
me double check.
Check in the papers.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
That doesn't
Not
actually
picking up
happen.
the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner?
Yeah.
You're not Stanley.
I'm not.
You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have... properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Unplugged.
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best
Yep.
part of being a real person.
My favorite
But
part.
if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a
Hi,
choice.
Stephen.
He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations.
Yeah, that's great.
Or he
You can
could
totally do that.
systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house.
Yeah, that's not so
Which
great.
choice would you make?
I'd probably make
Remember
the first
that
one.
unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does
Unlike
not
here.
conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a
Fish.
person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the
Really?
person to finish their thought, then
nobody I
provide
know
an
is
excuse
real.
why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
What? I don't even remember what he said. I don't have anybody to do that with.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
Well, it's really
Most
the only
medical
thing you can do.
professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to
2
wonder if your
choices a
choices are
day.
actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Yep.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago.
Yep.
And see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
So you can still disobey, but some weird stuff starts to happen. So look at this. I can come in here. And these are not
We know
blocked
your
off
choices
because
are
you
meaningful.
can actually
We
come
can't
down
have
here.
you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
How
That
stupid.
story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before
You
the
have watched
narrative
this video
contradiction gets
for
any worse.
19 minutes.
Unfortunately, it
Congratulations.
seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Okay. That's great. 19 minutes and you've sat through all of it. I hope. I hope you sat through all of it. My terrible video game commentary. So I can go all the way back and redo it
Almost
normally and
there.
just get
You'll take the door
know,
on the
normal
left,
results and
back
stuff.
to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
yeah.
Now remember,
except
all you need to do is behave
I
exactly
can break,
as Stanley would.
break
That
the game
means
in the game
choosing
here.
responsibly
If I
and always
go
putting
through the right
story
door again.
first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Okay.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
He entered the door on his left. Psych! Lol.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
We are too late, actually. I hope so, actually. I hope we're too late. Yep, we're too late.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story.
Oh, there's the red door
you
from the one
destroyed
other
my
ending.
Work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone? Left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
Don't do it, please.
I have to.
No.
Don't
shut the game. Oh my god. What the... Wait, did you see the stairs? Whoa. That was...
Oh, I'm here.
Whoa. Go. There was
rubbish.
There were stairs there.
You, who thought you were so clever.
Where do those lead to?
My entire game is
Am I the first person to discover this? Is that like a secret ending?
It was mine, and you run it into
It might be.
What? Did you think that would be funny? You just had to see. Didn't
I'm
I
gonna go back
how important it was to
look
be
at
like
that.
Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to.
That's so
He
weird.
understands that
If I
say
can
to
edit
do
that part
something,
so that
there's a
it's
damn
like
good reason
you can
for
see it, I'll show
That
it to you
thought
for a little bit
hadn't even
longer.
occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you. You're a child.
I really want to see what's up those stairs.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious.
I already saw
It would
it.
have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
What?
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Oh, it's redoing that part again.
Stanley came to a
Okay,
set of
okay,
two
I'm gonna
open
try.
doors. He entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna try and look at that staircase again.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Oh.
Behave exactly as Stanley
no.
would. That means choosing
I can only make the
responsibly
right choice.
and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley
don't
came
even
to
know
a
if I
set
can-
of two open doors, he entered the
hope.
door on his left.
Okay. It's all normal now. I'm gonna go back. Oh, dang it. Okay. Well, we saw that part, so I'm gonna redo this. I'm gonna redo it now. I might just skip through this part so you don't have to see it. So. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Face punch, Easter egg. Easter egg, Easter egg. That's cool. So you can really see in there. You can actually get in here. There's a way. It's like, I think. I'm gonna see if I can do that. It has to be like something really specific here. Yeah. face. You just like you type in face punch on your keyboard, and then this all happens. That's really cool. Well, it's not really cool. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna turn it off now. It's like a cheat code. It's really cool.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way
I'm not
to
gonna
the
take my
meeting
finger
room,
off
and
the W
Stanley
button.
knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm only gonna
Wow.
go for like
Yes,
40 minutes
this
to an
room.
hour on this
But
because
eager
this
to
game,
get back to business,
it is pretty
Stanley
lengthy.
took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I know.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her,
This is it, Stanley. Your chance
Says
to
it's everywhere.
redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Yeah, unplug
That's
it.
her, Stanley.
Unplug
Oh,
it.
no, you can't. Did you
Okay.
just unplug the phone?
Yeah, I did.
Now, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly?
Yes.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Okay, I'm just
Let
gonna
me
skip through this
double-check.
part so you guys don't have to see it again.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video. Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay, so I should have just cut out.
Now that we know your choices are
Okay.
meaningful,
So
we
I'm going-
can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character
be
dying
terrible, right?
senselessly halfway through the story.
I know,
That
I hate
story
books
would
and
make no
movies like
sense at
that.
all.
It's-
We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative
Hunger
contradiction
Games.
gets worse. Unfortunately, it seems this
Maze
place
Runner.
is not well equipped to deal with
What?
reality.
I didn't say anything. Totally not spoilers for anybody who hasn't read those books. I mean, I didn't say anything. Okay, I'm eating some goldfish right now. They're one of my favorite foods. Time. Oh, never mind, just go. Let's go,
Almost there.
Mario.
You'll
Come
take
on.
the door on the left, back to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
And I'll see what's up that weird staircase like I want to. Alright,
Now remember, all you need
So
to
right
do is
here-
behave exactly.
I'm gonna save my game. Okay. No, back.
as Stanley would.
Just-
That means choosing responsibly and always
Okay,
putting the
so-
story first. I'm quite
They
sure
save
you'll be
right
up
there,
to the
so
task. Just follow my lead and
if
you'll
something
be
goes
fine.
wrong, I can
All right.
go right back to it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
He
he
answered
entered
the
the
door
door
on
on
his
his left.
right.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
It wouldn't let me out.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone? Left here
But it
like
wasn't
so
like
much
that
garbage?
before.
Well, it's worthless
Okay,
now.
hold on. I'm gonna save again. Overwrite.
What am I
Okay.
supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. Oh, I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer?
should do
What
it. I
want
wanna see what's up these stairs.
What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
If there's anything. I
I
hope there
have
is something cool because. No! Come on. Come on, no. Dang it. Okay. Well, anyway, guys. That was my play of the Stanley Parable. Oh, there's my friend Alex. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, hold on. I don't even know if you can see this. Okay. Well, anyway, so that was my video. I hope you like it. And bye. My goodness, it's 4:30. I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack.